What's up, guys? I'm 14121 here from Rockford Gaming, joined by Victory Saber, aka Jerry.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And just Zach Z Gaming, aka Justin.
Hi.
And yeah, so we decided to talk about, the future of Xenoverse as like a franchise and how, it will change throughout time. But we decided to also do random battles because, I don't know, this won't be like a super crazy discussion and this is just more fun this way. But anyway, Jay,
yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk about was in the last video we saw, it was about whether or not Xenoverse will be a more serious game or a more casual game, and I'm really scared about Xenoverse being a serious game, because that when the game becomes too serious, it takes the fun away from everybody else. And what's it called? Oh, geez. What am I doing?
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
An
I see why you have me talk.
Well, it's really hard to talk and play. That's why I wanted random characters. But anyway, what I'm saying is, right now, like, a lot of people can just play casually and have fun. Whereas, if it becomes like a Tekken type thing where it's like serious contest, people are gonna literally be afraid to play this game. Because there's like that intimidation factor.
Have you guys ever played Tekken? It's a very kind of serious kind of game. It's very kind of serious. And I don't have
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very serious game, and like a lot of players are super intimidating. Like, if you suck, do not play this game. It just has that air about it.
It kind of does, and Xenoverse has been the kind of game where you can just pick it up and just play, because, like, I mean, it's really simple. There's three attack buttons, a jump button, and it's really easy to do your super combos, or not super combos,
I guess
your super
when he says easy, it's an easy game to pick up. Is like, I mean, it has like, a lot of
the controls are really straightforward.
But yeah,
like,
there's nothing like, gimmicky about it, and
like. Yeah. If we were to compare it to another Xenoverse game, or not Xenoverse, another Dragon Ball Z game like Budokai Tenkaichi 3, people really like that game, but that game has a shit ton of mechanics, and it's not the kind of game where you can just pick up, play against your friend, and then, you kind of just suck at it.
Yeah, you kind of both either have to be really good at it, or you both have to suck.
Or you both have to suck, because, like, I remember the first time I played Xenoverse, I didn't have the game, Amir had it, and we literally just, like, switched controllers back and forth to play the story mode. And that was fun as hell, because the game was easy enough for us to just pick up and play. For Tenkaichi 3, if you didn't know all the little combos, then you're kind of dead in the water. And that's just how it is. Oh shit.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wait, I still get hit by it. I was high enough, damn it. Come here.
But yeah, games like Tekken, they're really hard to just pick up and play. Like, I don't know, playing story mode with your friend, with you just like change the controller. Like, your friend at some point would be like, dude, you suck, let me just play the game so I can finish the level for us.
Yeah, and
like, Dad, do this for me, I can't figure it out.
You get like really frustrated when you suck at a game for no reason. It's like, well, it's not that.
Yeah,
you just don't know.
That stops you from playing the game.
But yeah, you know what I'm like thinking? Like, do you think like a Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse like tournament can be like a thing? Like, you know how you have like, professional Tekken type players, you have professional Naruto type players. There's not many games that you have like, where you can customize your character and use that as a character to play in tournaments. Like, if you think about it, there's not many characters like this. There's not many games like this that are like esport type games. Do you think this could be a thing that could be like an esports kind of thing?
I really hope not, in all honesty, because that just adds a whole different level to the game that is kind of just unwanted. Kind of like Pokemon. Like, there's a competitive Pokemon scene.
Oh god.
And it comes to the point where, like, if you don't know what you're doing, then like it's it. Goddamn Mir.
Yeah.
You need to fucking talk when.
I'm trying to, but you're taking all the words. Okay, you're the one who went off on a tangent about.
I'm letting you like hype.
The thing with Pokemon though, is that it is all based on stats and knowing what you're doing, but at the same time, it's not so dependent on the stats that you can't fight someone else if that knows what they're doing. Like, sometimes you might be lucky and you get a good stats, or you just have the type advantage. Where in Xenoverse, if you don't...
I mean,
Pokemon is all about stats and
not even that, it's all about strategy.
knowing the game.
Yeah, like
Knowing the game and strategy, yeah.
Yeah, like you literally sit there and think for like freaking 2 minutes about what your opponent's gonna do after you do that attack. It's like, holy crap, that's not something like this game is. Kind of like, you know, it's not like this game. This game is more reactive, and I love that about it. Is that, you know, you literally just see what your opponent does and kind of react to it. I mean, yes, there's a slight predictability factor, like, you know, when they snap vanish, when you have to hit back kick, or if they're gonna block, if you should just, you know, do a different combo. But I mean, yeah, this game has, you know, it's pretty simple. I mean, okay, come back here, you little shit.
What'd you call me?
I called you a friend. I called you a friend.
You want some of this? Huh?
No.
Want some of these key blasts? See the face?
You want the Saitama? Oh shit.
These key blasts are shinier than your forehead.
Oh.
Wow, dude, you just...
Yes.
Like, for a split second, I thought that was a perfect block. But no, I just got wrecked.
You got wrecked hard.
I'm sorry. Oh god. You just got the stamina back.
So yeah, if I feel like if Xenoverse becomes too serious of a game, it's gonna stop people from wanting to buy it and play online against other people, because it's no one wants to play a game where you lose all the time. And I know there are gonna be people in the comments who say like, "Oh man, losing is totally fun. You know, it's fun to lose and it's fun to win. That's just how it works." You, sir, are a liar, and you are lying to yourself, and you're lying to other people, because nobody likes to lose consecutively.
Oh hell yeah!
At a game
even
that
the
they
most calm person you know will get frustrated if they continuously lose. But we're
talking about continuously losing.
Like, the thing is that when Jerry was really good at this game, I played at, like, I was a casual player of Xenoverse before, you know.
What do you mean was really good?
Sorry, Jerry. I mean, is really good. But, you know, at the time, he was way better than me, so I continuously lost to Jerry like 20 times in a row. And that got me frustrated to the point where I got better at the game just so I didn't look like a major noob scrub. Now, I have like
a 45%
chance of winning. But, you know, that's something that a player needs to just get over the fact that they suck at first and just, you know, kind of prevail through and become better at the game. Because it all takes time, it literally does. But people don't want to put in the time, they just complain about it. It's like, oh, this game sucks, the mechanics sucks, I don't want to play it anymore. Oh my god, Backets, you little shit.
And then in addition to that, because that's the vast majority, those are the people that they hear when they're making new things for Xenoverse 2, which in turn makes it even more broken and bad.
Now.
And the thing with that is, if you just keep breaking the game or make it like unrecognizable from the original Xenoverse, then you literally just completely like destroyed it. It's going to become like a Tekken Street Fighter thing where only the pros will actually get to play it. You either have to both be professionals or you have to both suck to a level where you don't know how to do half the things, which is not fun to do usually. I mean, it feels good when you can say, I'm on this pro level, I can at least hold my own, at least for a while, against these people. Because when I first met you guys, I had no idea what I was doing. I had the wrong kind of clothes on, I was running a strategy that did not match my statistics, I didn't know any kind of combination, I didn't even know how to do the basic infinite combo.
No!
Yes! You flew into it! Yes! The backflip!
Done!
The backflip kick! Oh my god!
Oh crap. Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was beautiful. Holy shit.
This video has now become dethroning One Punch Man.
You need to go down, Amir.
Hey, don't play
You need to go down. Freaking, you got like
you had
three,
that, dude. You just
got like
you jumped into the backflip kick.
You had 2 easy wins on me because I was talking during the video.
Hey, I was talking too. I mean,
no, you were talking. You were not talking as much. It's kind of like that one time where I'm just like, "Hey, hold up," and then you started just attacking me.
All right, Jerry. I'm gonna focus on fighting him here. You tell them about how I used to suck.
But anyway, yeah, when Justin first played the game, he was the definition of a noob. He was doing strategies that wasn't working. his clothes were all wrong, and his stats were literally like all over the place.
Damn it, you had
And
stamina.
there was times where like he didn't want to play the game because, you know, anytime we'd ask him to play, we would literally just beat him like every single time.
That was literally a punching bag.
And
No, damn it. No.
And hardcore fans is not the demographic you want for this game. Like, the only time hardcore gamers is your demographic is when you're playing like World of Warcraft. You know, we're talking about the people who literally spend like $10,000 just to like get a certain drop in the game.
In real game money, it's ridiculous.
In real life, in game money and that kind of stuff. So, since Xenoverse doesn't have like...
You're the worst kind of person, Justin! Ah!
Since Xenoverse doesn't have those kind of like in-game transactions, Xenoverse needs to appeal to the casual player.
Well, I mean, they have DLCs, I guess, but I mean, even DLCs don't break the game, so...
DLCs don't break the game, and DLCs are not like pay-to-win kind of deal.
Except for Emperor's Death Meme.
Yeah,
Except for Emperor.
And what I really hate is that unlocked potential is DLC. That was me. Because that seriously limited transformation for a lot of races if they didn't want to buy the extra stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, Justin, you talk now. I'm gonna beat Amir.
Right,
oh, he's getting serious. You can be nice to me, Jerry. I mean, you know.
Yeah, the DLC aspect. That is one thing I did remember them mentioning was the whole. They're going to have like add-ons.
I actually might buy a season pass because of that.
Oh, I'm definitely buying the season pass. It's cheaper in the long run, and you get all the DLCs. So.
Yeah.
But then also having the generic add-ons, kind of like GTA 5, will keep the game like interesting and keep people coming back to it. In addition to also giving us some good stuff. I also do hope there is more transformation because you don't have DLC. Well, if you're not saying all you get is Kaioken, and that's literally it. Like, I know this isn't like really a conversation about transformation, but again, altered mode in golden form for like Arcosian to Frieza race to have an evil form for like Majin to berserk out into, or a Majin form just that's like a generic one. Those would be really good. The thing is that another thing was they didn't balance Saiyans at all. Saiyans get to infinitely spam without having some kind of hindrance of the Beast Soul. And then meanwhile, you got to figure out some kind of cheap tactic with other races in order to balance that. Meanwhile, Saiyans get to use Infinite Victory Rush, which, for the longest time, and it might still be if the lag isn't what's stopping it, it used to be really broken. So, which means you can literally kill everyone just by spamming one move because you're a Saiyan. And which creates a big problem with the whole picking a race thing, which they are changing, I know.
Damn it! I was out of stamina.
And One Punch Man finally falls.
Finally got dethroned, but it was a close game. Ah, shit. Ah.
I mean, you do have the build advantage on me.
Huh? Yeah, a little bit.
You're basically playing Perry.
I'm playing Saitama. Alright, buddy.
Who has the exact same stats as Perry.
Actually, I didn't know that. I mean, I just put everything in basic attack because he's a strong puncher. Because, you know, he's one punch man. That makes sense.
Not beat anybody in one punch. In
it's very hard to do that, but I mean, you get the idea. He's supposed to be very strong.
To have fun.
Yeah.
He needs to have fun, so he has to hold back.
You know,
that's how it works.
You do what I do, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think? I really hope Xenoverse doesn't become a super like competitive game, because then that will stop casual players from playing the game. And then on top of that, there's not gonna be a Xenoverse 3 if they do that.
There's gonna be a Budokai Neo Dragon Tenkaichi Budoden F2 Control the late edition.
I don't know. It's just that a lot of people don't want to play the game for the sake of playing the game. Because we already talked about this, like we just had this earlier in the video. But a lot of people like, you know, playing the game for a little bit, but once they start losing to like someone who's played the game a little longer than they have, they think that, you know, it's the mechanics of the game that suck, and then they try to do what they're doing with like the Xenoverse 2 by adding stamina breaks so people don't snap vanish away, or burst dash.
Yeah, but then all they're doing is now making it harder to play and breaking it even more so that the
because now
the pros will take advantage of that, and then they'll make that into a further broken.
And with that, like right now, with all the stamina break and the burst dash and everything, like that is a reverse dash. They're making it like very melee player oriented.
It's making it really melee oriented.
Thank you for saying the same thing I just said 2 seconds ago. That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So I mean, you know, at some point people need to stop complaining about the mechanics and just try to play the game and try to get better, and then you'll see what's actually wrong with the game, and then those are the things you want to have change. Like, you know, the reliability on stamina, that is something that a person that plays the game a lot will know is ridiculous, because blocking, dashing, and evasive all on stamina.
As you can see here.
As you can see here. By the way, that also needs to change somehow. Like, Justin's, what's it called? Heat Dome wouldn't have gone through because he was at the ceiling. Jerry would have rolled away, so...
Yeah.
It is what it is. So let's
You know
see
what
how
else I
this
can do?
What?
I don't know. I just need to do it real fast.
Okay,
There you go.
do it.
Don't you do anything to me?
I don't know. Is this the last match? Or...
I think I'm gonna go down that easy.
I'm kind of...
We're done fighting.
I'm kind of going, running out of things to say here because...
Yeah, I guess we're done.
I know, you told me about this conversation to have, but I don't really have my own idea.
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
Ow. Oh, my face.
Well, I guess that's a good way to end it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you liked what we talked about, if you didn't like what we talked about, you know, tell us in the comment section below. Like, yo,
Yeah,
bro,
we do a really good job of actually
replying
replying back
The thing is
to
that
subscribers.
when we're at work, we have nothing to do, so we do reply to you guys.
Even though we
So,
should be working.
We should be working. But, I mean, we have off times. We're not great employees, but...
I mean,
anyway.
I don't.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Hit that sub button if you want to hit that sub button, and
Check out our Twitter at twitter.com/GoArcherGaming.
yeah, and
Check out
Justin's
Justin's channel
in the description.
Up to me. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Yeah, I think that makes sense, because that way people just can't spam that.
Right.
Then what's the point? But yeah, I guess we're gonna go into stamina break, which is like me and Jerry are both freaking out about this because I don't know what this means.